this card will breathe life back into one of my favorite archetypes that has unfortunately fallen off the meta in recent times. But with Hope Summers, there is hope for this archetype yet! But first, who is Hope Summers? With the red hair and Summers' last name, you'd think she was somehow related to Cyclops, aka Scott Summers, and Jean Grey, right? Well, she actually has no blood relation to either of them. So okay, in the Decimation storyline, Scarlet Witch, in a fit of rage, uttered the infamous words, "No more mutants," using her reality-changing powers to try to erase mutant kind. This caused the mutant population to drop from almost 1 million down to just a few hundred. Now, 1 year later, a baby was born in Alaska, the first new mutant born since this decimation. Born to Captain Louise Spaulding, a firefighter mom impregnated by an unknown man. At birth, the baby was immediately attacked by the Purifiers, an anti-mutant group. Her mom didn't survive this attack, but thanks to the time-traveling mutant Cable, the baby escapes unharmed. Now, according to Cable, the baby is the mutant messiah, designed to save both mutant and humankind. Cable ends up raising the baby in a post-apocalyptic future with a woman named Hope, who unfortunately perishes as the family tries to survive this bleak future. Cable then decides to name the baby, who's now a little girl, Hope, in honor of her adoptive mother. And of course, in case you didn't know, Cable is Nathaniel Summers, son of Cyclops, and that's where Hope Summers gets her name from. Hope does end up back in present times with the X-Men, harnessing the power of the Phoenix to undo the effects of the decimation. Hope Summers is an Omega-level mutant with the ability to not just copy the powers of any nearby mutant, but also immediately have full control over those powers. In Marvel Snap, Hope Summers is a 3-cost 4-power card with the ability, after you play a card here, you get +1 energy next turn. So like anytime you get to cheat energy, discount energy, it's a pretty big deal, right? And with Hope Summers, it's not a one-off effect. Like after you play her, you can still keep getting that +1 energy for the next turn all the way until the end of the game, or do it multiple times in the same turn, as long as you have space in that lane. She's also one of those cards that you could slot into any number of decks and get value out of her, so she's definitely not restricted in terms of archetype. So she has some very interesting synergies, fitting in a playstyle that was very popular for a while but fell off the meta because of nerfs. Hey, it was one of my favorite playstyles. Talking about the Silky Smooth archetype. Of course, you need to make space in Hope's lane, right? So she synergizes with cards that can move out of the way. Silk, Nightcrawler, Jeff, Spider-Man. Hey, Kitty Pryde's gonna work very well with Hope as well, giving you a constant 1 cost to play on Hope's lane and bouncing back to your hand. And we all know Kitty Pryde works well with Angela, Elsa Bloodstorm, so there's that whole package there. Hey, there might even be some synergy with Jean Grey, forcing your opponents to play that lane while you fill up other lanes because you have more energy, right? Falcon could be good for bringing back all the 1 costs you played on Hope's lane, giving you the opportunity to drop a turn 6 Flood with Hit Monkey. Oh, and also Havoc, I think is a highly underrated card. And with Hope, you can play Havoc on turn 5 in her lane and you'll still have your 6 energy for turn 6 and a 2/8 Havoc at the end of the game. So are you getting Hope Summers? And if you are, how do you intend to use her? Hey, let me know in the comments. Personally, I'm just excited that